What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about the Insta360 GO 3S, which in my opinion is probably the best action camera that has ever been released. I know that's a pretty crazy statement to say, but I really love this camera. And the new one actually just came out, the Ultra, I believe. The Go Ultra came out today. But I'm going to talk about why I think this is still a better one to get compared to the Ultra. So this camera I got recently, probably about a week and a half ago, and I'm really liking it. One of the biggest selling points for me was that you can detach the camera and it becomes this little tiny one that picks up audio, but is also magnetic at the same time. And there's a bunch of different accessories that you can add to it. One being, if I wanted to put this onto my hat and have a POV style, you can magnetically attach the camera to it, which is really, really cool. So there's the magnet that's right there. This also has a magnet. But the great thing is that this also works with any other magnet that you have as well. So if there's something that's metal and you want to attach it, you can do a vertical style, horizontal. But what's great is you can also do a thing that's called free frame. And Insta360 has this really cool feature called free frame. And what I really like about it is the fact that you pretty much can record both horizontal and vertical video at the same time, which is unlike any device I've ever used, and typically it's either one or the other. So I really like that that's a feature, and the fact that you're able to do that on a camera like this is crazy. So besides the magnetic part, this is called the Action Pod, and the Action Pod is kind of like a live preview slash charging slash device connector, and obviously it hooks right on. But the reason why this is really cool is if you want to have a live preview of your footage, you can do this. But what's also great about it as well is if I had this detached, and let's say I was somewhere else and I wanted to see what the footage looked like, I could use this and look. But you can also look at the footage using your iPhone as well. I believe Android has it as well. But as long as you have the app on your phone, you can literally see what's going on and you can edit in real time. It's really crazy. So Insta360, in my opinion, has some of the best software when it comes to cameras, which is great. Everything works really smoothly. This does shoot in 4K 30. I know the new one, now you can shoot 4K 60. But I really like it. I think the magnets work really well. I love just how small the device is. The fact that this is the size of your thumb is really cool. And it's part of the reason why I think this one is better than the new one that just came out, because the one that just came out is like a square per se, which I don't really like, and apparently it's a lot bigger, like the camera itself. And the reason they did it is they wanted to have a longer battery life. They wanted to have a bigger sensor, but what happens is when you add all those new things, then you're going to have a bigger camera, and I just think this is a little bit more discreet. I think it's a lot more mobile friendly that you're able just to use this, and I don't know, I feel like if you were to attach this to your shirt, it's not as visible as a bigger square. Even if I attach this to my hat, yes, it is a little bit visible, but if you have this square that's going to be attached, I don't know, I personally think this design is way better, and I think the battery is still really good on this. I haven't had any issues. The only thing that I've noticed, and this is more of a software thing, the wind reduction with this camera, it's possible it's different with other ones, but when you have wind reduction turned on, I feel like it completely cuts out your audio if it's really windy to just make up for it. So I turned that off and now it's fine, but just to preface, I do think that is something to note. I also think the stabilization with this camera is really good. There's a certain accessory that's like a necklace, and it allows you to you'll have a magnet under your shirt and you can attach it, having that POV view. And the necklace does shake, but when I go to the footage to see what it looks like, everything looks really stable. So clearly they did a really good job figuring out stabilization on this device. Now, if you are someone who goes in the water, it's raining, whatever, this Action Pod is not waterproof, so you would not want to bring this into the water. This is waterproof. It's actually very waterproof, so you could bring this into the ocean. You could bring it into a pool, I guess a shower if that's what you want to film. If you're a swimmer, I guess this could be really cool, or even like a diver, this could be great. So that is the next thing that I want to get into is there is so much that you could do with a camera that is this size. Obviously what I'm recording with right now is a DSLR camera, which is pretty big, it's heavy. You wouldn't be able to really bring this, you could vlog with it I guess, but this is a big camera and you wouldn't really want to carry this around. And what if you wanted to have your hands free? Again, this allows you to do that. And also, you're able to really transfer footage super easily from your phone to the device. I've already transferred files that are 7 minutes long and it takes probably less than 30 seconds. So it's really not that bad. I saw someone complain, they're like, oh, it takes too long. It doesn't take too long. It's really all based on the Wi-Fi that you have. Now, there are a few issues that I do want to note, so I want to be very transparent. No one's paying me to do this review. This is not the best device when it comes to low light. I don't expect it to, and that's not something that was a concern for me, because I wouldn't really expect a device like this to have perfect low light, and also the sensor itself is not going to be meant for low light. However, it does do pretty well. So that is something that I would note. I also would say that the 4K is pretty good, but again, if you have a sensor that is this small, you don't expect to have this type of quality. It's just the way that it is. The bigger sensor, the better footage, the better images you're gonna take. So just keep that in mind, because I think it is pretty important. The next kind of downside that I would say is that there is no micro SD that you can add or remove. This has a solid state drive, so when you buy it, you either get a 64 gigabyte model or the 128. I went with the 128 because it makes a lot more sense. I do think that that was a flaw on their end, but I realized why they did it for a few reasons. One is, if this is waterproof and you had a micro SD insert, that could be a big problem, especially your files get corrupted. I don't know how they would really do that with this design, so I don't really have an issue with that. But also, I understand, I get why they did it, but it is kind of an inconvenience, because if you shoot a lot of footage, I could see why you would have to delete footage or maybe move it. But again, these are all things that it's not really a big problem at the end of the day. I think these are all just very small things that people find and they nitpick, that whole just kind of thing. But overall, Insta360 has really impressed me while owning this camera. I'm really just impressed with how well it functions. And the app is just phenomenal. I'm telling you, I've used Canon apps, I've used DJI, a lot of different apps when it comes to cameras, and Insta360, in my opinion, has the best camera functions and just being able to connect to your device and download files and edit. It is really good. So props to Insta360 for just their apps and what they're able to do. But such a unique device, such a cool device. I've never owned something like this, and I think that's why it makes such an amazing camera. But this is really cool. I really like it, and I highly recommend if you're someone who maybe wants to do POV kind of style. Yep, I highly recommend getting this camera. It's amazing. And if you're just really anyone who's creative, wants to make different style content, I definitely think this is the camera for you. And the last thing that I wanted to note, typically when you record, there's a little light on the front of it. I just put some electrical tape, not because I'm trying to be a creeper, record people, but, well, I am recording people, but I feel like that's something where, I don't know, if I saw a blinking red light and it's attached to someone's chest, I'd be like, what are you doing? So I think that's fine. Hopefully it is what it is, but that is my overall take with the Insta360 GO 3S. Comment down below what you think, if you have this product or if you're interested in buying it, and I'll answer any questions if I see it. So thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out. Bye.